talk to us about getting to that national athlete level. Can you talk about that journey to get to the top of the game, the world class level, and how big is the difference? Like, can you give us insight on the competition, the training, the expectations, etc.?
It is. It's first of all, it is tough to be a national athlete in any country in the world. It's tough, but it's tougher to be a Filipino national athlete. There's just these obstacles that not all athletes around the world needs to go through, and Filipino athletes go through that. Every single one of us. It is just a fact. It is just being born a Filipino athlete. We just need to be a little bit tougher if you want to be where the others are. I'm not saying that, this is a disadvantage, but it is something that you need to go through. Being a third world country and not having all these fancy gadgets and just the knowledge of it as well. That's something that not a lot of the Europeans here that I compete with needs to go through. So it is tough. You can ask probably every national athlete, they're going to say the same thing. It is especially right now, it is tough to be a national athlete to a level, in my opinion, Southeast Asian Games. I respect everyone who competes there, but it is not the pinnacle of sport. The moment you step into Asian, challenges start to pick up, and more things gets a little bit more complicated. It gets a little bit tougher, and now you're competing in the Asian region. It is one of the biggest continents in the world. And then if you want to be the best in the world, where Hidilyn stepped already and showed that the Filipino can do it, that's a whole totally just maybe 3 or 4 folds more. To be a national athlete is hard. To be a Southeast Asian Games representing the country, it's tough. But I would say it's not as tough as it is, because from my experience, it is tough, but not as tough as it is. But then going to the Asian level, it's maybe 2-3 times more, and then the world is just another 5-6 times more.
Wow.
I don't know how to relate to it, how I can give an example on how that level kind of progress, or how that level, to just kind of have a measurement. It's kind of tough, but in one word, it is just hard.
Do you have one best moment for you that made it all the difficulties and sacrifices worth it?
Actually, there's a lot. As much as it is tough, it is enjoyable. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm still doing what I do, because I enjoy it. I have fun with it, and for some reason, it is still my calling. And until that time, until I say, okay, this is not fun anymore, this is not what I want to do, then I'll stop. When I jump 593, which is my personal best, and the Asian record, that is something that I'm very proud of. That's like a medal of honor for me to be, that height basically dubbed the Philippines to have the best pole vault to have ever lived in the history of the sport. And I don't know, that is just, for me, a big pride and honor, to go to competitions and say, Ernest John Obiena, the Asian record holder, the best Asian to have ever done the sport. What can I say? I just love that. That's the proof of my work, and that's the that kind of shows it. Of course, you can never show an athlete's work with just the results, but with that, I did show something, and I think I've kind of gave Philippines a little bit more significance at least in athletics world, of pole vaulting. And then I'm hoping that it gave the officials that runs the sport a little bit of knowledge that, hey, Filipinos can actually do this. We're now the best in Asia. And then that's why I'm so happy when in the Southeast Asian Games, we were 1-2 finish in the men's pole vault, which was never done for the past 35 years or something like that. Philippines now is a force to be reckoned with in Asia. And that is something not a lot of people, again, can say. I freaking did that, and I kind of raised that level. As much as these athletes are, I'm able to help them, and I'm able to put Philippines
In the map.
in
Yeah.
some, yeah, in a map, in some kind of a, now when we go to Southeast Asian Games, knowing that, hey, Philippines has two entries in the pole vault. Oh, we need to be, we need to take care of that. Oh, these are, the top dogs of the game right now. The other
Mm.
countries, it's not like I'm saying, oh, they're gonna shake and be afraid. No, but they recognize it now. Now they're like, oh, it's not like, oh, there's another Filipino in the list. No, oh, there's a Filipino in the list. Like,
Right,
oh,
right.
oh, damn. That's something that I believe I can be proud of.
Are there days that you tell yourself, ako nga, wala akong masyadong resources, no? But I'm faring against these guys. All the more, paano kung may resources ako and my country has all of these technologies. You
Ay.
guys are you guys are shit, right? Do you ever think
That's
that?
the Filipino way. I mean,
Also,
that's
right?
what I just say. That's what I just say to everyone. Being a Filipino has its perks, and that's one of the things that I truly believe. I work a little bit harder, probably not because EJ is just a hard worker. No, me being a Filipino, growing up in Tondo, having all of these
Wow.
struggles, your level of
Paparaan.
endurance, yeah,
Yeah.
you can just endure a little bit more than
Resiliency. Yeah.
Yeah, I've trained with the world champion. I've trained with the Olympic champion. I've trained with the Chinese guys, and I can see it. I can see somehow in some way. I'm not bragging that yeah, I'm the hardest working guy in the group, but I take pride in that, and I think it's just yeah, I'm a freaking Filipino. What can I say? That's every time. That's what I say to my coach, and he was telling me. So there's three guys right now in my group, and I'm the only one who did back to back to back. So the
Wow.
first guy did back to back, and then he said, "Yeah, I'm tired. I don't want to do the other one." The Chinese guy said, "Okay, I'm going to do the first one in the last meet," and then I said, "No, I'm going to do all three." And then my coach
Grabe.
is telling me the last competition, "You're probably tired, right?" And it's like, "Yeah, but I'm Filipino."
Wala lang to. Wala lang to.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it just, yeah, there's a sense of pride into that.